Hello friends. Now let us take up PFG 5. This is the fifth program in our Python Feel Good series. Preparing and printing students' marks report. All of you know about this from our schooling. You have been seeing this marks report. However, in this certain items are not there. Don't worry about that initially, because being a beginner for Python, you have to develop this one. Only thing is grade etc. are not there. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, one very important thing you must learn. Actually, as I told you already, behave like a professional, think like a professional, and work like a professional. No professional is having two hands. But only thing is, college goers do not know. They never give respect to conventions and all that. Somehow, in mathematics, writing steps and getting result, that is enough. They never care for conventions. They know because they do not know the value of the conventions. That is the reason. That's why, as I feel this is the beginning for you. That's why you behave like a professional and think like a professional and work like a professional. That is my propagation. Okay. Now, how professionals behave, how students behave. If you compare both, as soon as a task is given, a programming task is given to a student, the first step what he does is use the fingers work on keyboard. No mental work. Simply start typing and all that. He or she. Okay. That is the blunder. That's a very bad habit in programming. In programming or real life, first you have to finish your mental work. Thereafter, you have to start your physical work. That means the end of the mental work is the starting of the physical work. Mental work is called, technically, mental work is called design. Uh, this physical work is called coding or writing program. Here, one example, with one or two examples, you will realize this point. Actually, you want to go for a 1 week holiday trip. You got an idea right now. So, immediately don't start. Today itself you don't start. For that purpose, lot of mental work you make. Which places you have to visit, where to stay, who will accompany with us, and what is the budget, what things we have to purchase, what arrangements you have to make. All that you think of, and after finalization of that, you start implementing it. Means you start reserving tickets, etc., etc., and all that you know. So first mental work. You first complete the design, thereafter you start implementation. Example 2. Actually, you want to construct a house. Then first there are many experts. First you approach the architect. Why? You have to prepare the blueprint according to your requirement. So first blueprint, thereafter construction. Okay. First design, thereafter implementation. And third example, you are writing your examination in exam hall. What to do? First you read the question. Thereafter, you understand the question thoroughly. Thereafter, which answer I have to write, you think of, you form an idea. Otherwise, some people make a scribbling on the paper. Thereafter, they write everything within the time. Okay. So, first they finish their mental work. Thereafter, they start their physical work. Okay. The final example for a simplest jobs also, your brain makes a design that you do not know. I am talking about your brain, my brain, and everybody's brain. You want to go for breakfast. You are staying alone in a room, and you want to go for breakfast. Then, which steps you implement? I tell you, and you think of who made that algorithm. That is algorithm means the steps in the implementation of a job. What the algorithm? You get ready, take the wallet, close the room, lock it, go to the hotel, take the tiffin, pay the bill, come to the room, open the lock, open the door, and settle in the room. How many steps are there? 10 steps. Grossly, 10 steps are there. So, who did it? Just to think of, now earlier you never bothered about it. Now you are going to learn programming. You have to think like this only. Meticulously you have to think. Now if you analyze that, who did it? Somebody did it. Who did it? Which component? Your organ only, that is brain. Brain develops this algorithm, that is get ready, take wallet, close the room, close the lock, go to hotel, place order for the tiffin and take tiffin, pay bill, come to the room, open the lock, open the door and settle in the room. So your brain prepares this algorithm. Thereafter, it gives all these instructions to your hardware. What is your hardware? Your hardware is nothing but your hands, legs, eyes, mouth, ears, nose, skin, etc. and all that. It gives the instruction to your hardware. That means your brain develops an algorithm, means the steps, and thereafter all that algorithm, every step in the algorithm, it transforms into instructions to your hardware. In turn, your hardware is implementing. You are a computer, understand? Our computer is like you, anything. Okay. Now this is the thing, that is all called blueprint. Once your brain prepares a blueprint, thereafter it is implemented. So without a blueprint, nothing is there in the world. That point you have to, for any activity, the previous mental preparation is there. That point you have to understand. So hereafter, whenever you are writing, you want to write a program, first to finish your mental work and then only start your physical work. Don't behave like a college goer. Because I have been interacting with the students for past 20 years, more than almost a lakh students I addressed, but they never come out of that their bad habit. That's why I'm telling you, now, as it is your beginning, your culture should start from the day one. You behave like a professional and implement like a professional. Now, what is the mental work? As far as this marks report is concerned, first, what is your mental work? Your mental work means, now here, just simple checklist I give. By that, you can easily understand and implement that. Because it point wise you can think of. Because first thing is, how many variables? How many variables? This is the first question. Actually, in this, by seeing the, because already I have given the output, what output we are expecting from the program I have given. So this is before you. In some cases, they may not give you. They write a program to print your marks report, they give. Then what is your first job? How we want to develop, in which format and which contents you want to develop your marks report, you have to think of and write on the paper. Then only you can get answers for this thing. How many variables are required? How many are input variables? Already I told you. And third one is, how many are output variables? Next, fourth one, what are the names? Names, don't take them easily and all. Many students I know that they take just like that. They give A, B, C, X, Y, Z. They never bother about it. Actually, name is, in programming, name is very important. Okay, so whatever name you give, I don't object. Python allows you short names also. Short name also should represent what it is. Understand that point? You have to understand. So this is simple checklist. Being a beginner, you follow this checklist. Now, how many variables are there? First thing is, in a variable only we store data. Actually, what our program does, our program processes the data and gives the input, gives the result. That point already in the beginning, when I explained about the computer program, I explained. So then data is very important. Every data, piece of data is stored in the variable. As far as this is concerned, you count. And while counting, be careful. Labels are different, data is different. Now you see, here name is there, Kiran. That is the name, that is data. Other name is there, that is label. 10 is there, that is data. Class is, that is the label. 6 is there, that is data. Roll number is the label. So you differentiate between data and label. Why you are writing label? For the sake of understanding. Suppose here I have written Kiran 10 6. Who will understand that? Without labels, we cannot understand. That's why, for improving readability, we are writing we are writing labels. That point you have to understand. Now, if you count the data items, now we see name, class number, roll number, and names of 5 papers. Then triple A, triple B, triple C, triple D, triple E. You give 8. Thereafter marks in 5 papers. 8 plus 5, 13, and the total marks and average marks. Totally 15 data items are there. So 15 variables are required.